In my drive to discover why we are besieged with idiots and in the grip of stupidity across many platforms and parts of life, my research has led me to Aaron James and his theory on assholes, or arseholes if you're British. Although assholes and idiots aren't necessarily the same thing, they do often share a lot of common traits. So sometimes an idiot can be an asshole, or an asshole can be an idiot. We'll be looking at James's theory in more depth, but for now, here's a general description from James explaining how an asshole acts.
So the asshole is the guy, and they are mainly men, who systematically helps himself to special advantages in cooperative life out of an entrenched sense of entitlement that immunizes him against the complaints of other people. So if the guy cuts in line, taking a special privilege because everybody else is waiting, he might do that thinking that he's special, for example, because he's rich or because he's smarter than anyone else or better in one way or another. And when somebody else pipes up and complain to say, hey buddy, there's a line here, get to the back of it, he says something like buzz off. That is, he walls out their complaints. He has no reason to listen. He thinks he's entitled not to listen and entitled to go ahead. Why is it that we wouldn't at all be bothered about a pregnant woman or someone with an emergency cutting in line if we had to wait a few extra minutes in line? But when the cuts in line, we really do sometimes only have to wait a few extra minutes. And yet it's very, very upsetting. It's very upsetting that he would act in a certain way, even if the material cost to us, the extra minutes, really aren't a big deal in the grand scheme of things. The thinks he's entitled to do things that he's not entitled to do. He does them defensively, and he's unwilling to listen to our argument or our claim that he isn't. That's important to us because it in effect means that we're deprived of recognition as an equal, the equals that we really are or that we think we are.
Click here for more videos about stupidity.